The purpose of this video is to demonstrate a custom-made product that we've made called the Random 8. And since you gave the specifications for the product, I'm sure you're aware of how everything works, but I want to demo how the product works based on my understanding of your requirements. And I'd really appreciate you watching the whole video and letting me know if this is doing exactly what you want it to do. And please don't be shy about letting me know if there's anything that you would like to see changed. Anything. I can change any aspect of it. Well, this is the console that has it's a 10-player console, but it has the addition of a normal and random rocker switch on top of the console to give the random feature or just regular normal ring-in feature. And during this video, I'm going to demonstrate three different things. I'm going to demonstrate the normal mode, and then I'll demonstrate the two aspects of the random mode. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll connect the power connector. Well, let me first, before I do that, let me just mention that this product comes with handheld buttons, one for each player, a total of 8, plus one for the moderator, and these have a 5-foot cord, and each of these comes with a 15-foot extender, so you have the equivalent of 20 feet between the console and the player, and the buttons plug into these connectors on both sides corresponding to the appropriate lights. And as you can see, we do have the middle lights here that really serve no purpose. They're just there because it's part of our stock product, and quite frankly it would be harder to remove them than it would be to just leave them there. So they don't do any harm. Let's go ahead and plug the console in. Okay, let me go ahead and turn the power on here. Okay, the green light says we're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in just in one spot. I'll demonstrate how the normal works. Actually, let's go ahead and use a test platform. This is ugly, but it is very functional. It allows us to plug in multiple buttons at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and plug in those buttons. Okay, now during the normal mode, when a player rings in, that player's light will come on. This light blinks once every second, and at the end of 30 seconds, the system will make a timeout sound, and then the system will clear itself for the next question. I'm going to go ahead and let it run all the way through so that you can see it do that. The system is ready for the next question. Now that's the normal mode, where just a player rings in, and you always have the option to terminate the question early by just pressing the reset button like I did just there. I'm going to go ahead and ring in over here. We always have the option to clear, just like that. Alright, now there's two different aspects of the random mode. At least I think about it as two different aspects. And also I want to point out also that you have a hand button for each of the players, but you can also plug, there's a jack on the side of the console that's called reset. I just plugged the button in there, and this button can be pressed to have the same effect as pressing the button here on the box. And this would be really convenient if you want to be away from the console while you are running the tournament. Okay, in the random mode, like you had specified, when a player rings in, I'm going to go ahead and ring in on the corner. This, or this could have rang in. This was the random player that was picked. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that again. This time the random showed up here, but it wasn't this one, of course. I'm going to press this button. Now that is particularly that it came in at the same time. There's basically a 12% chance that it would. And then that one, so you can see that it's coming in random. Now I'm going to go ahead and let it run all the way through, and I'll show you how it works. I'm going to go ahead and ring in on this one. This player is the player that came in. Now after 30 seconds, what happens is the system will make a timeout sound, and it will revert back to the player that rang in. So you'll hear the timeout sound, meaning that time has expired for that player. Then it goes back to identify this player, and it will also count down 30 seconds. We'll see how that works. Now the original player rang in, and now the counter is counting off 30 seconds for this player to respond to the question. And at the end of 30 seconds, it will be exactly like it was in the normal mode, where the system will make the timeout sound and go back to normal operation. And I'm not going to go ahead and show that this time. We can press reset, we go back to normal. Now, the random mode, when a player rings in, now this is when a player rings in. I'm going to go ahead and ring here in the corner. So I rang in here, but this player was randomly selected. Now the time hasn't expired. Let's say that this player gave an incorrect answer. Now if we press the reset button and hold it, this light will be lit while I have this button pressed. So I can see who that particular player was. And as soon as I don't need to see that anymore and I'm ready for the system to clear itself, I just let go of the button and the system's ready to go again. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that one more time. And this is something that wasn't real clear in your specifications, so I want to make sure that we're on the same page. I'm going to go ahead and ring in on this one, right there. This one came up randomly. This person got the wrong answer. We press and hold, and the original player that rang in first will be identified as long as I hold the button down. And as soon as I release the button, it clears itself for the next question. Now, in a random mode, here, then this one came on. Now if this person gets the right answer, I don't really care about who was first, so I just press and release. Even though their light came on for a very brief time, that's not going to hurt anything. It's cleared and it's ready for the next question. That's basically the entire system. And if you have any comments, I really would appreciate hearing from you. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.